So, for Saucha, purification, cleanliness of not just our body, but our home, our environment, our practice space, purity in our attitude and actions. There's physical and mental and energetic Saucha. Saucha in our relationships, the relationships that we have with ourselves, with others, with time, with the earth. Ability to be purely present in those relationships. Yoga places emphasis on purification in pranayama when we do our breath work. Not just our deep breaths when we take poses, but just the breathing exercises. Some of you may remember from our Saucha practice, we did a little pranayama. But also in our poses, purification in our poses, in our asana, and in our minds with this, what we're going over, yoga philosophy. It's very purifying. And how does Saucha look? What does it look like? It's unique for everyone. It begins with intention to decrease our burdens or to increase our clarity. And it can be anything from increasing the amount of water you drink, increasing your asana practice, organizing your drawers, donating stuff, which is a bit like a parigraha, which we went over last week. Fasting from social media maybe, or maybe just devices all in general. And then there's cleanses like juice cleanses and other detoxifying things you can do to purify the body. And then purification versus cleanliness. Cleanliness is cleaning our external selves, external environment, and purification takes place inside our bodies, in our minds, and in our hearts. So go ahead and we'll take the Tattva Mudra, which I'll walk around and I'll show you. We're bringing the thumb, you can take the hands out to the side, both hands, and we're bringing the thumbs to the base of the ring finger. So just like where the crease of your ring finger is, just bringing the thumb to the ring finger and just relax the arms out to the side, keeping that mudra in both hands. And the Tattva Mudra helps restore us to our purest selves. And legs up the wall purifies the lymphatic system. I talk about this pose all the time. We do a more active variation in class because we don't have enough room on the wall for 15 people, 20 people to do it, unfortunately. But this is the more restorative version of this pose. So keeping that in mind, remaining true to who we are, finding that pure piece of ourselves and staying connected to it. And I'll leave you with a couple of these questions for exploration from Deborah Adele's book, Yamas and Niyamas, that I've discussed every week. Very informative, very enlightening description of what these are. And so for week 1, she says, notice where the body is sluggish. Begin to purify yourself through diet and exercise, and maybe the space around you, if that's what's making you sluggish. Notice how the sluggishness becomes lighter as you purify. Notice the difference between external process of cleansing and the internal process of purifying. And then she says, for another week, be purely with yourself. In the words of Anthony Del Mello, who is an Indian priest, leave yourself alone. Journal the experience and what gets invoked for you. And then lastly, I thought this one was kind of fun. Maybe if you have time, she says, set aside 1 undisturbed hour where you take the entire time to eat 1 orange. Give this orange and the delight of eating it your full attention for the whole hour. For the rest of the week, slow down and be purely with each moment as it presents itself, and journal your experience. I would love to hear if you try this, if you actually give an orange an hour of your time to eat it. I think I might just have to try it just to see what the experience is like. And go ahead and take a couple more deep breaths, thinking about how you can purify yourselves and your environment around you this week. And when you're ready, you can release the mudra if you haven't already. And you can bring the knees in towards your chest. Gently roll onto the right side. And take your time pressing yourself back up to a seat. I should have just left y'all here. You just had a lock-in, have a little slumber party. Take your time. I hope that was all purifying for you all to lay there and let the blood really restore the body. Thank you so much for sticking around for Saucha tonight. This was the biggest group for the niyamas tonight, so I hope you enjoyed it. The rest of them are online on YouTube, like I said. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much.